A question I get asked all the time is, does your wife work? And I have a lot of problems with this question. The first one is that it implies either my wife works outside of the home or at least works inside the home, but full time for another person, for another company, or another venture, or she doesn't work. The second thing is that it implies, because of that, that there is inherently more value on work outside the home than there is on the actual work that she is doing on a daily basis inside the home as a stay-at-home mother. Now, I don't assume that the other person is making all these calculations, making value judgments, and has a negative outlook on stay-at-home motherhood or women who are full-time homemakers. But I do think there's a problem with the way that the question is asked, especially for those of us, for people who believe that there's actually more value and that it's better, that it's the ideal for a woman, especially of young children, to be at home with her children than to be out in a cubicle somewhere. I don't think that we should say this with pride or to look down on people who either freely make other choices or are in economic situations where the mother has to work. But I do think that a potential solution that at least moves us in the right direction is to start asking people, does your wife stay home with the kids? Rather than asking, does your wife work? And implying through that people who stay home with their children aren't working. When the reality is that mothers who are staying home with their children, becoming full-time homemakers, tending to the needs of their family, often work harder than those who work corporate jobs. So let's stop asking, does your wife work? And start asking, does your wife stay home with the children? Doing and attending to the primary needs of children, especially under the age of 3, that they have, which is to be with their mother. If you're with me on this, let me know in the comments and share this with somebody you know who is a stay-at-home mom.